What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, and we are live once again. It is 5 o'clock here in Arizona, 8 o'clock over on the East Coast, and we've got a cool little show for you tonight with a bunch of new products that I want to show you guys some pretty exciting things. So let's take a look and see first who is already commenting in the comment section over here. Of course, YouTube always gets popping and gets going right out of the gate. First of all, we got Gary E. What's going on? Doug, how you doing? David Sterling in the house. Joe, what's happening? David Williams, hello. Ricky, how you doing? Scott Hooten. Then we got the Walleye Gill. Who else we got? We got Manny Caban Fishing. Who else we got? Oh, Melissa Justice in the house. Gilbert Singleton, what's going on? Milton Thompson, what's happening? Jesse Justice in the house. How you doing? Uh-oh. Hold on here. Adam Robinson. Did you get that MG12? Adam Robinson is a previous winner. About a week or two ago, I want to say 2 weeks ago, he was the showcase showdown winner for the MG12, won the coin toss, and got himself an MG12. Adam, did you receive that MG12 already? Have you had it out to play with it? Let me know what you think. I want to see those comments. I know that I fell in love with my MG12 and bought a couple more. I got quite the arsenal. I have 3 MG12s right now, and I'm thinking about picking up a couple more. They do come with a little bit of a price tag, $300, but you know what? For the amazingness of this reel, I want to throw that reel for every specific species I have. What do we got here? We got Dennis coming in from Oregon. What's happening? Rob, hello. Josh, what's up to you, brother? Joe Pike, how are you? Yes, Milton Thompson says Adam Robinson was a lucky man. Yes, he was. He was. Hold on. Patrick is saying, meow, AJ. Well, meow to you too, sir. Meow to you too. What? No, get out of here. Melissa Justice won the MG12 on Nikki's show, and it came in already. Lucky dog. Lucky dog. Kudos to you, Melissa Justice. What do you think? What do you think? Adam Robinson, he's commenting right here. I want to know what you think of it. Have you got it out yet to fish with it? Melissa, I'm excited to know. Adam responded. He says, yes, it's absolutely amazing. I'll get to use it this weekend. That thing right there is one of the lightest reels on the market. Of course, we own the lightest reel in the market with the Kestrel Elite coming in at 4.4 ounces. The MG12, if I'm not mistaken, is 4.6, but I want to say it's 4.8. So it's one of the two for sure. It's a very super lightweight. It's under 5 ounces. One of the lightest reels on the market. It would definitely be coming into a close second, if not second, behind our Kestrel Elite at 4.4 ounces. So that is sick. Let's see here. Melissa Justice just says she loves it. She loves it. Can't wait to see you get out and use it. What else we got? Joe Rollins says, hey AJ, hey everybody, how's the fishing been? For me, the fishing has been so. I actually just celebrated my anniversary with my wife this past weekend. We actually went to a resort and didn't do any fishing, none at all. The only thing I was fishing for was margaritas and nachos and just having a great time hanging out at the resort. But previously, the week before that, I did get to go out and teach a 4-H class in my area, some fishing things, and gave them a whole bunch of good KastKing gear and hooked it up in honor of Give It Away AJ. And from KastKing, it was good stuff. So that is nice stuff. Nice stuff. Hold on. We've got ourselves a celebrity in the house, guys. We've got Mr. Jose Cinco in the house. You guys better watch out for when that AJ Cinco gets spotted. It's not good. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. This could be a new one. Make some bass or crappie nachos. You know what, dude? I'll bet you some crappie nachos would be bomb. Okay, Gary E is saying hasn't been fishing because of terrible high winds and heavy rain. Gary, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a little bit of fishing for you this weekend. I'm going to get it done. Haven't caught a fish for a month. Get out of here. Well, you almost need to go to the emergency room and see if they've got a prescription for fishing, because that's not good. Oh, we got Vermont in the house. Virgilio Mendoza, what's going on? Yes. Crappie nachos. Yes. Not crappy nachos. Crappie nachos. I don't want any crappy nachos. Crappy nachos just can't be good. But crappie nachos, very possible. All right. So let's get popping to it, guys. Let's get rolling. We got about 50 viewers in the house right now. Guys, check this out. The first thing on my agenda that I want to show you guys right now, let me go ahead and pop it on over to the screen here. We're going to share it. Yeah. Share it to me right Here, boom. Check this out, guys. So what we have is the new Destron fishing line coming out, guys. This is available right now on Amazon, and there's a couple things about this that I'm super excited for. So we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got all 4 of the different colors in the house, guys. Okay, check this out. We've got this beautiful, beautiful blue color. That one is being known as Blue Mist. Okay. Then coming in right behind it, we have Ice Clear. Okay. This is a monofilament line. Then, of course, we also have the Max Green, as you can see. And then right behind it, we have that Sunrise or a high visibility yellow. Of course, this yellow with the plastic wrap on it kind of doesn't give it justice as much as we would like it to. Let's see here. Let me see if I can add some different light to this to actually see if you can kind of see. It's hard to see that yellow in this lighting, but this is psycho yellow. It is super bright. The lighting isn't quite as favorable to that yellow, but it is super bright. Now, one of the things that I really want you guys to check out is these are 1/4 pound spools. Okay. All right. So this line right here, this is a 20-pound test in that yellow. So this is going to be fantastic for me in my area for catfishing. If I want to go after some carp, who knows, but catfishing, this is going to be a great leader line right here with that high vis too. I'm going to tie it up with some braid. It's going to do killer. But this is a 20-pound, 1/4 pound spool, right? 20-pound test on a 1/4 pound spool. Okay. So now if we come down to our chart, which I'm going to scroll down here to my chart and let you know what these 1/4 pound spools are capable of. That's what's super exciting about these. So now you can buy from KastKing awesome fishing line in bulk. Okay. So this is a 20-pound spool. Okay. So on a 20-pound spool, I'm going to be able to get 650 yards of line. Now, what's crazy is you can get these in 100-pound test. You can get 60-pound test, 80-pound test, 100-pound test. Yes, in 4 different colors, not just a couple different colors. You got 4 different colors up to a 100-pound test. And if you get a 100-pound test, you can get 175 yards on a 1/4 pound spool. But where it really shines is, say, like right here. This is 8-pound test. So on a 1/4 pound spool, this 8-pound test right here, which is going to be great for like crappie, pan fishing. I drop shot with fluorocarbon, but if you wanted to do some different kind of, techniques with 8-pound test, 1,700 yards right here. And that is insanely awesome. And it's going to be super affordable, right? So you jump back up and look right here. So we're going to call it, boom, 8-pound, $10.99 for a 1/4 pound spool. It's going to get you 1,700 yards of 8-pound test. But don't forget to apply this 15% off coupon right here. Clicked it, bam, 15% off on $10. That's killer. And that is a super awesome setup. So now you can see, if you look at all your different options, you have 10-pound, 12-pound, 15, 17, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 yard spools, all of them coming in at $10.99. You click that 15% off coupon and you're getting a 1/4 pound spool up to 1,700 yards, depending on the size line you get. Me personally, I use a lot of 12-pound mono. Okay. So whenever I'm doing a lot of top water, it's going to be 12-pound or 15-pound mono. So to be able to get this new mono in the Destron mono, which is super strong, highly abrasive, and very, very, very low visibility rate. Once it goes into the water, the light refraction rate on this is super low. You're not going to be able to see it very well. This is going to be perfect for some of that different fishing. Me, I love mono for top water. Absolutely love it. I'm going to be using 12 and 15-pound spools, and I'm going to be able to achieve 1,175 yards. So I'm going to be able to get quite a few spools of line out of that with this big bulk 1/4 pound spool, or in the 15, 1,050 yards. That is killer. That's killer. What is the diameter for the 20-pound test? Well, let's go down and take a look and see if that tells us. Let's see. We're going to pop this up. Thank you for your question there, Pete. Let's scroll down right here. And on 20-pound test, your diameter is going to be 0.013. Okay, that's in inches. Now, in millimeters, it's going to be 0.33 millimeters. So that's a pretty decent diameter right there, pretty small diameter. It's got, like I said, super awesome high strength when it comes to knot tying. You have a very low stretch with this mono. All monos do have a stretch to them, no matter what brand, but this is a very lower stretch mono. And then, of course, you have a high abrasion resistance. This is coming in with some of our new lines. Like we've got the new tripolymer, which is a monofilament, but it is a quite crazy different extrusion process with this nylon tripolymer. So it can't quite be compared too much to this. But if you're after some traditional monofilament that is new and improved, but still an actual legit monofilament, you've got to check out these Destron different quality and type of monofilament fishing line. What I love is the fact that they come in these simple and easy to use quarter-pound spools right here. So this is a bulk spool, but it's not crazy bulk. It's not this giant, massive spool. So for me, I use a lot of the rod-mounted spooling stations, or if you've got the LS V10 rod rack, that guy right there is my tried and true butter. I do like a spool that can still be used on that. This guy right here is going to function. It's not going to be this giant bulky spool that may contact the wall. I can still use this functionality superbly well. That high vis yellow, you guys are going to see that easily, super easy when it comes to that yellow. Then, of course, if you like the blue, it's a beautiful, gorgeous blue. But right here, this green right here, I got this in a 12-pound. I'm going to be spooling this up because we're getting into what? We're getting into top water season, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, top water season. So let's go ahead and drop this off the screen here in just a minute. But one thing I want you guys to definitely take a look at before you add to your cart, make sure you click right there, that 15% off coupon. So definitely make sure you guys take advantage of that. All right, so let's see. What is the price again? $10.99. If you didn't know, now you know, Ricky. It is $10.99. But that's if you don't add that 15% off coupon. You got to do it. You got to do it. Oh, right here. Doug goes, what rod you're using for topwater? Well, in the Spirali, I'm going to be using the 70-30 blend for topwater. So we're going to, if we go with the, go into like a bait caster and a Speed Demon Pro, I like to use the frog rod quite a bit for top water. I use the frog rod a lot for top water and buzz baits. And then, of course, I like the action of the jig worm rod in a bait caster. I do like that for some of the top water because it's got a fair backbone, but it's got that really nice tip. So if I'm throwing like a spook or a whopper plopper, I'm wanting to go with a little bit more of that softer action rod, so I'm not ripping those small trebles like say on a whopper plopper out. So, but those are some of the rods that I use a lot. So how is the line for memory? Okay, so monofilaments, no matter what monofilaments you use out there, are going to carry more of a memory than others. Now, recently, this has memory to it. Any monofilament's going to have a memory to it. Fluorocarbons are going to have a memory to it. Braids will have the lowest of memory. Now, there's a lot of different tricks you can do to cut that memory down depending on some of the different lines that you choose. So we've been putting out quite a few videos recently. If you're following KastKing on Instagram or Facebook or things of that nature, you can do the stretching trick. Haven't shared that in a video, but where people will actually, once they spool their line up, they can actually tie it to like a doorknob and then stretch the line backwards and just kind of walk back, tighten your drag a little bit, let it slip a little, but don't let it be too tight where you break the line, and you can just pull, and you can stretch some of that memory out of the line. Or you can do the hot water trick where you actually run the spool underwater before you spool it up and put it onto your reel, or you can unscrew the reel spool or pop it out of the reel, depending whether it's baitcaster or spinning, and run that under hot water or warm water to relax some of that memory. So those are some of the tricks that you can do to help cut down on some of your issues with line memory. So what else do we got here? Where did my comment go? Let's see here. What else do we got? Sorry, guys. I was just reading some of the different comments. What else we got? Yep, right here. See, that definitely goes with what I was saying. Run it under hot water. The pencil trick. I'm not sure if I understand the pencil trick. The only pencil trick I understand is when you stuff a pencil through the actual spool and make your wife, girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, kids, cousin, somebody, or stick that sucker between your toes and let it go. But we have spooling stations just for that. So what do we got? Rod recommendations. Okay, rod recommendations for Texas EWG with tungsten bullet weight, 1/4 ounce, Mega Jaws reels, 15-pound fluoro. Let's put this one on the screen. Rod recommendations for Texas rig, EWG, tungsten bullet weight. Okay, so for me, I'm instantly going to go straight to the Carolina rig or the Carolina setup in the Speed Demon Pro rod. That right there, that rod is such a forgiving rod for tons of different techniques. If you're just doing normal Texas rigging, not heavy flipping and pitching and punching, definitely stick with the and of course you're using a 1/4 ounce Mega Jaws reel, 15-pound fluoro. Yes, that's a great setup. I would use the Carolina rig rod all day long in the Speed Demon Pro. That's what I was doing. That's what I would say for reels. That's my recommendation to you right there. If you want a little bit softer action, you could do the jig worm, but I would really go with that Carolina rig rod. That's my recommendation all day long. So what else we got? Check this out right here. Chris McVeigh says, I soak mine in a bucket of water for a couple of days. I also use the KVD line conditioner. See, I'd have to look into this KVD line conditioner. I don't know anything about that, but soaking in water for a couple of days goes right along with that warm water trick. What else do we do? Boom, right here. Hey, right here. That Carolina rig rod is legit. See, I remember me and Doug have actually had conversations. We always chat. We're always offline. What's up, bro? What you doing, man? Like, we're always busy and stuff. And this guy's out here kick flipping, fishing rods, and I'm always hustling and doing things. And he hit me up one day. And he's like, what are some good rods? If you had to get one, and I'm always slanging that Carolina rig rod out there. That is your go-to rod if you're looking for this middle of the road. Can do so many different techniques. Still has a good backbone. Still has a good tip. You can get away with throwing spinner baits with it. Texas rig, Carolina rig, of course. Throw some top water with it. Throw some other things. That is one of those get away with murder rods. The Carolina rig rod is your go-to. We just need to rub off the Carolina rig and just stick on a sticker that says, throw whatever. Use this rod however you like. It'll do a ton. That's right. Boom. Always what I like to see. Thanks. Going in the cart right now. So right here's another one right here. The Speed Demon Pro jig worm rod is very versatile. I use it for everything. I do use the jig worm rod a lot. I don't throw a jig with it as much. I probably throw a jig more on the Carolina rig rod. But for worming, for if you want to get away with murder, and you don't have a jerkbait rod close by, that one will do jerkbait pretty well. You can throw jigs with it, more like spinner baits, and bladed jigs works really well. That is another great rod too. Okay, so now we talked about the new Destron line. I've got some other line that I want to show you guys, and it is just now coming out. We have a new refresh happening on that. So let's go ahead and drop this one on the screen and give you guys the skinny on what's happening with that guy right there. And it is the new boom. Check it out. So KastKing has had Covert. Okay. Now there is the classic Covert that we were having built and produced for us in Germany. Now KastKing has made some moves. We made some changes. We've given it a refresh. Now here's a little thing a lot of people don't realize in the industry. There are so many different times your favorite rods and reels may get a refresh. Okay. And they don't say anything about it a lot of times. Maybe they'll re-critique something, make something better, improve something, or take something away, and it just becomes in a new generation, and you never know anything about it. But KastKing has come out with a brand new, now they call it the Covert, but this is a new 100%, like our old Covert was, fluorocarbon line. Now, there is going to be a difference, and I will tell you about this difference in just a minute. You're going to love a lot of the different things. It's a lot of the same characteristics in this very fast sinking, incredibly low visibility, very low stretch. So you have like zero stretch for the most part coming from braid. Not 100% zero, but you have the least amount of stretch coming from braid, right? Fluorocarbon is going to be your second best. then you're going to get into your monos and such. Okay. So this is going to have a very improved low stretch capability. One thing I absolutely love about this line setup right here, if we drop it down, boom, look at that, 17-pound test. Now on our previous Covert, we had 15 and then jumped straight to 20. Me personally, I love 20-pound fluorocarbon, but at times for certain techniques, I feel 20-pound fluorocarbon can be just a little bit too bulky, okay? And it can change the characteristics of how it actually presents a bait in a water column. Now that, of course, for setting the hook and yanking a beast out of trees with fluorocarbon, you can't go wrong with 20-pound test. That is some dope stuff. But if I can find a 17 or an 18-pound test, that gives me the best of both worlds. I still have that tensile strength that I need for those heavy hook sets and yanking them out of cover. But then if I can get a 17 or an 18-pound test, now I've got a little bit softer, more supple line that's going to present that bait in a little bit different water column. And guess what? KastKing listened, and they have added that to the new lineup in the KastKing Covert Classic line, okay? And those are going to be available in 250-yard spools. So that's pretty cool. You can get this all the way starting from 4-pound test all the way up to a 25-pound test fluorocarbon, okay? So that's dope. I definitely love that about the fact that we can get it in these systems. Now, they come in for the normal classic, you're going to get it in your standard spool, okay? So this is going to work really well, excellent with your spooling stations and things to that nature. This is a great option. Now, here's something to take note of. This is a fantastic new addition to the lineup, calling it the Covert Classic. We took our Covert line, made some slight improvements, but we're calling it the Classic. Now, we also have come out with, and we'll show that here in just a second. Oh, by the way, before I get carried away, if you guys are going to pull the trigger on some newly stocked, brand new to the market, KastKing Covert line, make sure you click right here, boom, that 15% off discount, okay? Make sure you jump on that, get that taken care of, save yourself some ends right there. Save some ducats, some money, and put that skrill back in your pocket, okay? Now, check this out. Boom. KastKing Covert Extreme, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy from the screen, and I'm going to show you. So we have, these are two new animals right here. You've got the Covert Classic, and you've got the Covert Extreme, okay? So what you might see, this is, if I had to compare it to somebody, there are other manufacturers on the market that have several different quality lines. So maybe this will kind of give you a hint, okay? So if you've got like gray label, yellow label in some of your other manufacturers out there, and then you have like red label, okay? Red label. And that's like cream of the crop, elite professional use, like as legit as it can be kind of use, right? Fluorocarbon, this is your red label for KastKing, okay? This is some of the best fluorocarbon you guys are going to get your hands on. Put it up against that red label people out there. Put it up against those other brands, you know, and this is some dope stuff. I've been waiting for this stuff. We've always had a legit fluorocarbon. But when you start to get into that elite show-off extreme fluorocarbon, this is it right here with the new Covert Extreme. This is basically kind of in a way our red label without stepping on toes from somebody else, okay? Not trying to do that. Just saying, if you had to categorize it, this falls in those same categories, okay? So let me go ahead and pop over to here, and I want to share some of the different options with this new Covert Extreme, okay? So this stuff is pretty awesome. It is going to be offered in quite a few different things. Now, like we saw in the previous Covert models, in the original OG Covert model, it came in this cool little spooling station, okay? Now, one thing that's awesome about this too is this new high-end elite pinnacle top of the line fluorocarbon from KastKing is also backed by Bill Dance. So Bill Dance, of course, it's Bill Dance. I mean, who doesn't love Bill Dance? And guys, yeah, we're going to have Bill Dance on the show here pretty soon in the coming weeks. So be watching for Mr. Bill Dance to join the show with us. But Bill Dance only wants to support the top of the line, best of the best stuff that would go with his name, Bill Dance. I mean, he's a legend. He's got to back it up. He wants good lines. There's a reason why he He left his previous manufacturer and switched to KastKing. But of course, he's like, give me the goods, guys. Give me the goods. And we did just that with the Bill Dance backed Covert Extreme. So this one is also offered in a 17-pound test. Now, you're going to be able to get these guys offered in 25-pound yard or 25-yard spools, 50-yard spools, 200-yard spools. And once again, I'm live. That one came out. That one was coming out of nowhere. I don't know what it is, but every time I go live, for some reason, I got to sneeze. It happens almost every show. Half the time I can stifle it, but that one wasn't getting stifled. That one was coming, and I couldn't stop it. But anyhow, again, available in 25, 50, and 200-yard spools. So yes, and the cool thing is, too, about the Covert Extreme, it doesn't stop at 25-pound test like we saw in the Covert Classic. It will do 17, 20, 25, 30, 40, and 50-pound test line in a fluorocarbon. So now a lot of you catfishing people, a lot of you people out there that are using braid, going to heavy leaders, using 20 to 30-pound monos for your clear leader line and catfishing, things like that. Now you can run a 50-pound, 40-pound, 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, okay, to those rigs. So that's exciting. That's a cool deal right there that you guys are definitely going to want to take advantage of. And now if you notice in some of your spools right here, say like for me, first thing I noticed, 17-pound test, only available right now in 25 and 50 yard spools. They will be available in the 200-yard spools really soon, very soon. As you can see, the 20-pound already available in 200-yard spool, 25, 200-yard spool, same thing with everything else. So right now, it looks like the only one that's not available in a 200-yard spool is the 17-pound test. Probably because I bought it all. No, I didn't. Not yet. But I can promise you, the moment this stuff is available in 200-yard spools, I'm picking up some 17-pound Covert Extreme fluorocarbon. But I'm not going to lie. I'm also going to pick up some 17-pound test Covert Classic. That'll be what I'm rolling until the Extreme comes in. So you guys are definitely, what does this say? Hold on. No, absolutely not, Melissa. I can't say that. I am not allergic to you guys. I love you guys. I love the KastKing familia. You guys are awesome. So, boom, check it out. Now, here's something you don't see every day. Howard Chapman says he remembers buying the Bill Dance eel. Okay, not a reel, but an eel. I had no idea Bill Dance was selling eels. No, I'm teasing. We all know you bought the Bill Dance reel. I've actually, years ago, I had a Quantum. This was back before my KastKing days. This was probably 11, 12 years ago. KastKing's been around 10 years. I had the Bill Dance edition Quantum reel. So, guys, love some of the stuff Bill Dance is doing. You guys are going to love it, too. And you guys are definitely going to love the different spools from the KastKing Covert Classic to the KastKing Extreme. Definitely get you guys some. We all seen the tripolymer. I've actually taken this stuff out and fished with it. I actually went flipping with this stuff, okay? And did some I was using 15-pound test and was doing some Texas rig flipping, and this stuff was fantastic. Adored it, fell in love with it, and it's hard because now we got the new fluorocarbon. I'm like, I want to run this, but I want to run this, but I want to run this too. Like, it's hard, but catfish season's around the corner for me, and so is topwater. So for catfishing and topwater, I'm going to be running my monofilaments. But then I just noticed that we got the Covert Extreme coming out in like 25, 30, 40, and 50-pound options. I want to try those for leader line too when catfishing season comes around. So I got some decisions to make, and you guys got some decisions to make too. Hold on here. We got the dancing eel. Howard, you got me wondering now, what is going on? What is going on? Dance's eel was an actual lure. It really was. Okay, I did not know this. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you for the education. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. Tori says that I'm sneezing and I'm allergic to all the deals. What else we got here? Still, look at this. Old Joe Pike says he still has one. Joe, do me a favor. Take a photo of that thing. Post it on Facebook and tag me in that thing so I can check out the bill. You know what? I got the interweb at my disposal. Let's take a gander. Bill Dance. Eel. Real eel. go to images. Look at that. Who would have thought? Yeah, there it is. I bet that thing actually works pretty good. Let's see. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. I got to put this up on the screen here. Let's share this. So what do we got? Share screen, and we are going to go with this guy right here. Boom. All right, here it is. New stock. We have the vintage, new, old stock Bill Dance Incredible Dancing Eel in the original packaging. Check that out. Look at how old Bill looks right there. Dude, check out that plaid. He's rocking with the high, this legit. Oh, look at, he's got one hooked up there too. So what else we got? Made of new space age hydrofoam. The incredible Bill Dance is real. Made in the USA. That's pretty nifty. See, now that's one to pick up off of eBay and put away. Look at, you can see, I've got a crazy list here. I got turbos for EcoBoosts, heater hoses. You can tell I work in the automotive industry by day. But check that out. That is awesome. The new old stock dancing eel. I've never heard of it or seen it before until right now. Thank you guys for the education. That's good stuff. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much running. You'll have to look it up. I did. I definitely just looked it up for sure. Straight braid for catfish. You know what? I ran straight braid for catfish for years. And just over time, like it's almost a similar concept for bass fishing. It's visibility thing. And I've seen there are guys that swear by that they get hooked up more with a leader off of their braid. And it's arguable. It definitely is. Now, I agree that by tying a knot and going from like 80-pound braid to 60-pound braid to a 25 to 40-pound mono, you've got quite a drop in tensile strength. So I understand the straight braid concept. I definitely do. But now fluorocarbon available in a 50-pound setup. So if you're rocking 50-pound braid and a 50-pound fluorocarbon leader, you got that invisibility and you got that tensile strength. That's good stuff. What else we got here, guys? Yes. Uh-oh. Look at, yep. Virgilio Mendoza is like, I've seen your daughter Civic drop a AB series in it. I've been looking into a turbo in there, but I've also been looking at a K-swap. So that's over time. That's over time. Yeah, if you guys aren't watching, check her out on Instagram, Boogermobile. That is my daughter's Civic. But anyhow, guys, if you guys are watching right here on YouTube or Facebook, you've already got it figured out. You can follow us at KastKing via Facebook as you're watching, or if you're on YouTube, right here, just go into YouTube, type in KastKing, give it a follow or subscribe, turn that notification on. But if you guys are checking this out through Instagram, we have two different platforms on Instagram. We have KastKing Community and, of course, KastKing USA. There are no underscores, dashes, dots, anything like that. KastKing is KastKing, all one word, not split apart. Watch out for the haters and the people always trying to hook you and sway you and hack your accounts. If you think it is a fake account, instant message me, instant message Nikki, our customer support before you respond to any kind of suspicious giveaways or things of that nature. We will confirm for you before and also help you from getting hacked and keep your information safe. So watch out for those spammers accounts. They are severely bad on Instagram, and I did notice one or two popping up on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook recently. So watch out for those. We also have a TikTok at KastKing USA on TikTok. So KastKing USA on Instagram as well as TikTok, and then of course KastKing Community. So guys, that's going to do it for me this week. We're going to see you next Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday I'll come back with a giveaway. Maybe it'll be some fishing line, some Destron fishing line. Maybe it'll be some of the Covert Classic. Maybe it'll be the Covert Extreme. Maybe it'll be the Tri-Polymer. Maybe it'll be some more sunglasses. Maybe it'll be another MG12 $300 bait caster. Melissa Justice just got hooked up with one via Nikki. Adam Robinson, he got hooked up with one via yours truly. Give it away at HA. So you guys got to make sure you're subscribed, turn that notification button on or following. So when we go live on any of those platforms, you have a chance at winning yourself some hooked up goodies from yours truly or Nikki or just all the other boys and girls at KastKing. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. Again, like I said, my name is AJ Gore, a.k.a. Give It Away AJ. Guys, definitely get out there. Check out the new Covert Extreme. If you guys are extremely into elite professional series bass fishing, this is the bomb. Works great for walleye. Works great for redfish. Doesn't have to just be bass fishing, catfish. This is dope stuff. If you guys are looking for a little bit more budget friendly, this is amazing stuff as well. Both 100% fluorocarbons. This one's just a little bit more special. And then, of course, you've got the awesome tripolymer and the brand new Destron mono. But let's not forget braids, guys. We got tons of braids out there, guys. Tons of braids. Now, guys, don't forget, KastKing is available at tons of major retailers out there, such as Amazon.com, Tackle Warehouse, Sportsman's Warehouse, Omnia Fishing, and more. But don't forget, you can pick up all these products and more at KastKing.com. But right now, the Covert and the Destron, these new lines are on Amazon.com. That's going to be your best prices to get them. But soon you'll be able to find them at all the other websites as well as KastKing.com. But take advantage of those 15% off coupons. You'd be a fool not to. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night. Bye.